Hi, I'm Alice Heaford, a teacher at Central Walker Primary School, which is part of Neat Academy Trust. I'm here today to show you how you can take your class around a self-led visit to the South Shields Museum and Art Gallery. South Shields Museum celebrates the rich heritage of South Tyneside and the people who shaped it. The museum is spread over 2 floors, telling the story of the borough's social, industrial and maritime history from 4,000 years ago to the present day. When you arrive, head through the front door into the shop where you will be greeted by a member of staff who will sign you in and alert a member of the learning team of your arrival. You will then be shown upstairs to the lunchroom where you can store the pupils' coats and bags. One of the most popular exhibits you'll see is a pair of boxing gloves signed by Muhammad Ali. These red and yellow boxing gloves were signed on the 16th of July 1977 and given to a young fan during Ali's visit to South Shields. This visit was arranged by a local man, Johnny Walker, and it helped to raise money for local boxing clubs. Activity idea. Have a look through the information booklet and find the picture of the gloves. What other things can you find out about Muhammad Ali's visit to South Shields? He had his wedding blessed at the Al-Azhar Mosque in Leygate. He sparred with local professional fighter Reg Long. He visited Gypsy Green Stadium and he had a go at playing darts. The next object we recommend you visit is Rory the Lion. This is a real lion that was stuffed in the 1800s by a local man named William Yellowly. While the lion was quite young when it died, this example of taxidermy is rather old. Activity idea. Ask your class, should museums have taxidermy on display? And whether they think they should, shouldn't, or are somewhere in the middle, you could have a show of hands to see what people think. Finally, we recommend viewing a piece of art by local artist Robert Olley. The Rivet Cooker. This picture was created by Bob Olley, who was born in South Shields. When Olley was born in 1940, South Shields had 2 main industries, mining and shipbuilding. Olley's family worked in the shipyards and the coal mines, and Olley himself worked as a miner before becoming an artist. The communities that came from these industries inspired a lot of the themes and colours you can see in his art, and help us to paint the picture of what life was like for these communities. Activity idea. In groups of 5, pretend to be a team of riveters. Each person will get one of these 5 jobs. The rivet cooker, usually the youngest person, throws the rivets to the catcher. The catcher catches the rivets in a bucket. The holder leans over and holds the rivet in place in the ship, and the 2 riveters hammer the rivet in place. Get each group of 5 to line up and mime an action for their job so that their imaginary rivet goes along the line, throwing, catching, holding and hammering. Because there's 2 riveters, only one can use their left hand and only one can use their right. How did they find doing the same job repeatedly? Did they find it hard? What do they think it would be like to work on a shipyard and to do that action for an entire day? We hope that you've enjoyed this short tour and that it's given you a glimpse of what you and your class could experience on a self-led visit at the South Shields Museum and Art Gallery.